We good?
Yeah, we're good. There you go. That was clean.
はい、ということでね、またこちらにやってまいりました。シューティングドアで、こちら、ブランドン先生。Thank you, Brandon. Again.
Of course, brother.
Now you're super popular in Japan.
Something like that, I've been told.
Exactly. All the Japanese girls are just cheering you.
Oh, stop it.
Cheering for you. But anyway, so, 今日はですね、ギア装備について話していきますけども。So, Brandon, we're going to talk about gears and stuff, right? Our favorite topic.
I love it.
Right. So you were in military service. You served in the Marine Corps. And then you transitioned into State Department.
Yep.
And now you are a civilian.
Correct.
Right, teaching civilians. So let's talk about like what you went through, like your policy or perception toward what you think gears are important for, or how you utilize them, your experience in the Marine Corps.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So starting off, like my perception of gear was little to zero. I had no idea. I had no conception of what gear was honestly used for. I just saw like movies and I was like, oh man, they got bulletproof vests and stuff like that, right? It wasn't until I got to the Marine Corps where I actually started learning about gear etiquette essentially and like the terminology about it. In the Marine Corps, we dealt with First Spear. So
super popular.
Yeah, super popular brand. The Marine Corps utilized First Spear, like Gen 2 flax. And then they started rolling over into First Spear Gen 3, which is like a bunch of laser cut mollies. That's really only the difference. Laser cut molly, supposed to be reinforced. I personally didn't like them. That's neither here nor there. And then when I got to State Department, they started using, I was with State Department while also being a Marine, so we were still using First Spear gear. And then I started branching out and doing research on my own gear. And I've been dealing with different types of gears. First I had a Cry JPC 2.0.
JPC. Right.
There we go. Yeah. Right, and then I transferred over to Shaw Concepts. Shout out Shaw Concepts. I actually love Shaw Concepts.
He loves it.
Love Shaw. They make great gear. So I had a Shaw Concepts ARC version 2.
Okay.
And then now I have an MTAC, an MTAC plate carrier. I don't know the specific model. Shout out to MTAC, honestly, because they hooked us up with a bunch of great gear. Awesome. I was in Ukraine for a little bit, so to support them, right, and to utilize their gear is pretty neat.
Right. So for those who don't know, MTAC is a new Ukrainian company.
Yep. It actually started off as an airsoft company, and then once the war started popping off, they started jiving their gear more towards like actual real world entities, and it's actively being used throughout Ukraine. Right. Not every single unit utilizes it, but some do from the feedback that we gotten from people overseas.
Gotcha. Yeah. So when it comes to plate carriers, right, there are basically two types: load-bearing plate carriers and non-load-bearing plate carriers.
Absolutely. With load-bearing plate carriers, right, you're mostly going to see like reinforced like shoulder straps, nothing that's like minimalistic essentially. Like for example, like a Faro Concept Slickster. I also used to have that as well. That's like a quick like plate carrier that I have in my car, right? Like if things go crazy for any reason, right? I mean, it's America, you know, things go sideways pretty quick. I have like a Faro Slickster, right? That's more so not going to be used for like load bearing. Like if I put too much stuff on there, like a back panel, like a backpack, or like, you know, 6 magazines on it, it's going to wear over time. And that's not overall its intended purpose, right? It's to be quick, it's supposed to be agile, and comfortable as well, and easy to maneuver in. Load bearing, right? Situation dependent, depending on what you're going to utilize it for. For example, back when I was in Wind State, we were broke down into our teams, and for my role in my team, it was pretty much like team lead. So I had, you know, extra like flexi cuffs, handcuffs, zip ties, things of that nature, right? I used to have, it's like nylon rope, and we could utilize it as like a makeshift litter. And then I also had extra chem lights, extra batteries. So pretty much I was like the central hub for all my guys' ability to actually have stuff on them. So
Gotcha.
I guess you can call me like the pack mule essentially when I was over there with State operating with some of my guys over there.
Yeah. How many magazines were you carrying in your plate?
In my plate carrier, I was carrying 6 magazines. A lot.
In the front?
In the front, yeah, 100%. So I used to have like 4 in the front and then 2 on the side. And over time, right, I didn't know any better. And once again, it's 100% situation dependent, right? It's all personal preference. I like having a full placard in front of me in case I have to go prone for any reason, right? Also, like I can maneuver around like tight spaces better. Like the biggest thing that used to happen to me is whenever I had 2 magazines right here, like a double stack, I'd get caught up on everything. It's like your belt hook, like getting caught on door handles. It's the same thing with mine. But it wasn't bad. 6 mags in the front, and then I had pistol mags on my belt. So I carried 5 pistol mags actually. So
5?
Yeah, 5 pistol mags.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
so our standard loadout back then was 7 AR mags and 5 pistol mags. And I had the Haley Strategic, the DC3, I believe. Don't come after me in the comments with not knowing the gear, okay? I had 4 magazines, and then I had like 4 pistol mags right here. So essentially what I would do is that I would double stack the front. I'd have a reload pouch, so that's 4, 5, 1 in the gun, and then the 7th one would be like somewhere in like one of those pouches.
Cool.
And then I used to have like 1 pistol mag in the gun, 2 in the plate carrier, and then 2 on my hip on my gun belt. So it was like a lot of gear.
So you had 6 in the front. Did you carry any mags in your back?
No, not necessarily. So, right, with our SOPs and our ROEs and stuff like that, right, like they just kept it at 7 without giving away too much. You know, having multiple sets of gear, we couldn't just take all of our stuff because then next thing you know, like if you need to go hop on to like another plane to another country or something like that, right, like you have backup gear to fall under. And mostly our stuff was like defensive in nature, so it was mainly just there to upholster like any security posture or anything like that. We weren't ever on any like offensive type stuff where like, you know, you're going house to house, street to street, things like that, right? It wasn't like a conventional warfare. It was more so like beefed up security. That's pretty much all it is.
Okay, cool. So we both have plate carriers here. Right. So let's bring that up here. All right. So what you have is from MTAC.
Correct.
And then what I have is Volk Tactical, which is a Japanese company in Japan that makes them. Okay, so let's look at your plate carrier. First of all, right? So this is low bearing. Both of our plate carriers are low bearing plate carriers, right? And then here you have 3 mags in the front. And I have 6. So this is what you're essentially carrying when you're in.
Exactly that. So I have a plate carrier from MTAC themselves right here. Pretty much everything here is MTAC except for 2 things. So it's half MTAC, half Shaw Concepts. So if any of you guys recognize any Shaw Concepts entities right here, right? I have the MSR cummerbund right there, and then I have an ARC placard V4 right here. And then on the back, I have a standard flat pack from MTAC themselves. It's a zip-on molly, so from there, that's where I can put any other extra stuff. And then I just have these 3 mags in the front, right? So, which again, situation dictates. With me teaching civilians, right, and just you know, preparing for say, quote unquote,
Prepared civilian.
Prepared civilian, right? Do your part. Do your duty. I just have 3 mags, right? Back then, like I definitely had 6 mags because that's what the situation dictated. But right now, unless like Red Dawn happens, right? Then I'm gonna need more than 3 mags. But other than that, that's literally what I have right here. Nothing crazy, just super simple.
Very simple, right? I mean, if you look at a movie, like, you know, all these operators have like cell phone pad, like, danglers, you know, all kinds of crap on plate carriers. And you know, like you said, situation dependent, right? If you need it, you need it, but
absolutely.
So you don't use any side pouches and danglers and all that stuff?
No, not necessarily. So I really don't use any danglers because we have pockets. That was like a big thing in the military, is that like everyone's just like, I need pouches for this and that. And I was like, we have like 6 pockets on our person, on our pants alone. Utilities, like we had like 2 on our shoulders. I don't need more pouches. I can just put stuff in my pocket. And quite frankly, you guys can come after me in the comments. I don't like having side sappy. I don't. Me personally, I don't like it.
Side plates?
Yeah, I don't like side plates. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a personal preference, right?
Is it a mobility preference?
It's not a mobility preference. It's just I've seen and hear like horror stories where people get shot through the side, right? And like your side plate doesn't cover the entire side. So like in that off chance, right, that like something goes into the side, upon like impact inside your body, and this is just going into ballistics themselves, right? Like that round comes out to the other side, it hits that other plate, and now it just bounces back into your body. Like, no thanks, I'm okay. If I'm sitting here and my whole side is exposed, then I'm doing something wrong.
I think the idea. A lot of idea comes from like IEDs or
absolutely shrapnel.
Shrapnel. Yeah, I don't have side plate carriers either, right? This is very similar to your setup. I have like radio pouches for no reason. Right? I don't even have a radio, so I don't know why I have it. But the back panel, very simple. I never put any of the stuff in the back. I can't reach it anyway. And I think the purpose of having the backpack or back pouches for your teammates to be able to access it.
Absolutely, 100%. So like whenever like we operated overseas, right? Here, let me just get this out of the way. Yeah. Whenever we operated overseas, I never had like my flexi cuffs like on my my belt line. It was always in my bag. Gotcha. So if I was like holding security on somebody, right, that was a potential threat, like I'd be that cover aspect, right, that entity, and then I would like be like, Jungo, like cuff them, and then from there, instead of using your own stuff, you would literally just go to my back, rip down a flexi cuff, and then from there, you know that I've got you covered, and you can go get hands on.
Right. Yeah.
So 100%, definitely back panels are definitely used for your teammates, not for you.
Yeah.
Same with like IFAKs, right? Like your IFAKs are your individual first aid kits, right? That's supposed to be used on you, not your buddy. Okay. Which that's a different topic for weeds of it.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it when we go over to our belt and all that stuff. Right? Yeah, so if I'm just operating by myself and I have extra mags here, in order for me to get to it, like I had to take this off
100%,
because I'm not gonna be able to reach it. Right? So what kind of plate are you carrying in here?
So right now I have HiCom. So I have HiCom level 4s in there.
Level 4s. Okay.
Yeah, so I have HiCom level 4s in there, both front and back. I like them, right? Once you get into the weeds of it, really, like everything is all just personal preference, right?
Yeah.
Like if you invest in your gear, then you get all these people talking about like, oh, if you get level 4s, it's gonna weigh down your gear, it's gonna put strain on it. It's like, yeah, cool. That's understandable if you don't have the right gear for it, right? Once you do like a tolerance stacking with it, you'll be just fine. Like. I've been wearing this like on some of our nights where we go out and shoot, right? Like this is completely comfortable, especially with like these shoulder pads right here.
Yeah, it's massive.
It's super comfortable. I can wear this all day. I literally used to wear a plate carrier for about like 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Back in like the infantry, like as.
Yeah, plus all the gears and helmet and everything.
Exactly, especially if we were in like a high threat area, like. We would have our gear like already on our bodies in case we have to like call to action, essentially do something, right? I mean, I've grown accustomed to it. You can really use it as like a pillow. You can really just put your hands like in your plate carrier and really just fall asleep like this.
No.
Yeah.
Are you kind of guy that carries water pack in your back?
Yeah, I am.
You do?
I absolutely am. If you're that type of guy that's like, oh, I'm only gonna be gone for like a few hours, or like, oh, I'm only doing this for a few hours, I don't need water. Like, you're wrong. You're wrong. Go back to elementary, right, or middle school. Learn about health, okay? Because water is important.
It is
and
important.
Remember, if it's wintertime, you still have to drink water.
100%.
Okay,
especially in the winter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, if you're doing anything that you are physically exerting yourself, just bring water.
Yeah,
100%.
So this is my plate carriers, and a couple differences that I noticed is first of all, my shoulder pads are tiny compared to yours.
Yeah.
And also I have metal connection right here versus you have that's all cloth.
Yeah, it's all cloth, it's all reinforced nylon.
Okay. Having the nice fat shoulder patch does definitely help. For me, this one I can wear this all day long. I have worn it all day long, and it's pretty comfortable. So I guess it really comes down to your preference and your body shape and everything.
Absolutely. Like in our last video that we did together, right? Like I wore your plate carrier for the first time,
right?
And I absolutely love it. If I could change anything about this, like furthermore, it's 100% like these little Cobra buckles right here. Like I absolutely love the Cobra buckles because that's gonna be acting as a quick release.
Right.
These are great and all, right? Either way, like I can still get my plate carrier off like in a hurry, but if I want to just drop it like immediately. 100%. Like those Cobra buckles are absolutely legit. I love them.
Yeah. And the other thing is the side panels. I have Velcro. You have QD.
Yes.
Right. So those are nice because you can take it off real quick. I have to lift this up and then take the Velcro off in order to get it off. Yeah.
But the thing is with that, right, is that like train to your gear. It's great that you can get influenced by everybody online, right? But it's going to be a different thing once you actually train yourself to that gear.
Right. So what I noticed, for example, this one right here, I was originally gonna put QD on, but then when I go out for a walk at night during winter, I'm wearing jacket, right?
Yeah.
Velcro for me is much easier to adjust how fat I want to be, right? Basically, and then during the summertime, right, I'm wearing less clothes, so like I can tighten it up like very easily.
Yeah.
So for that point of view, Velcro works, but how do you adjust yours?
So how do I adjust mine is that I kind of have to do a little more of a lengthy process. So in my back panel right here is like paracord, and I adjust it to how I see fit. Right now, this is adjusted to the way where it's just my natural body itself, nice and snug. If I want to wear multiple layers, I'm kind of not going to be able to get a good enough snug fit on it, right? Yeah. QD is great, right? Like these quick release tabs are great, but if you like ever see videos, especially like, you know, what's going on today with like ice and all that stuff, right? Not to get into the weeds of it, I'm not getting into the weeds of it. You see like people get hands on and you see these quick releases and their whole side panel like comes undone. So that's something that, you know, you're taking in consideration, right? With Velcro, it's much more secured. Right. Quick release, it's secure, but it's not secure enough to the point where, like, if someone was to rip literally their full body weight on you. But I like both. In the military, we had Velcro, and that just goes on to the premise of training yourself to that gear, really, to, you know, do like quick egress drills, essentially.
Yeah. So, I mean, what it comes down to is wear your gear. Train with it.
Absolutely.
Even for, you know, walking for 30 minutes outside. And you get to know your gear and how your body adjusts to it, right? And how you prefer for your gears to be set up. And I noticed this one right here. You have a...
Yes. Yeah, so this is
right here?
Yeah, so this is a little built-in admin pockets right here. So if you guys want to check it out, right? Like, here's a quick little pull tab. Literally just pull it open, and then there's a pocket right there that you can use for maps, for writing the reins, like little books. When I was in the infantry, if I had this, game changer. Like in the infantry, I used to have like an admin pouch, right, that I bought from like Blue Force Gear or something like that. Yeah. But this built in, like, and in there I had my compass, I had pens, I had maps, I had protractors, I had all that stuff. Yeah. Like this, I mean, I really don't have any need for that. I mean, if I'm gonna be completely honest, like I'm putting snacks in here, absolutely 100%. Hey man,
you would
like 100%. I'm putting gummy bears or something in there, like, or gummy worms. Like I need snacks. Like, you know, if you're exerting energy, you need to replenish those simplex the sugars.
Is it waterproof?
You know, I haven't tested that out yet. It might be water resistant, but I wouldn't necessarily say full waterproof. That's definitely something that I can't wait to try. We haven't gotten a lot of rain, so once it starts raining, I'm actually gonna, you know, wear it out and test it out, see what's going on with it.
Yeah, this is great because otherwise the other option would be on your belt, or maybe put like a admin pouch in front of you, and as the you know, the thickness of your plate carrier.
Yep.
So, yeah, this is really nice. I think we talked enough about. Oh, you know what? One more thing, right? So the back of my plate carrier has like channel, right? So it allows airflow. Yeah. When you're wearing it, right? Versus yours is not much to it, right? No, Do you have any preference when it comes to that, based on your experience?
Yeah, so based from my experience, right, like those channels right there, absolutely 100% something that I would absolutely love and invest in. Okay. Unfortunately, with MTAC, right, that's not the case. But they do have like this mesh lining that acts as ventilation and like quick dry, essentially. So I love it. It's great. If I could add on anything to that, it definitely would be these channels. Yeah, absolutely.
Those are nice.
And like I've also noticed, like with your plate carrier, shout out to Voltac, right?
Volk Tactical.
Yep, Volk Tactical. The way that like this is absolutely minimalistic, and there's not like an extra like plate bag. It's just Velcroed in. Like that is pristine primo. Like I love that.
Really?
That's like, oh yeah, absolutely 100%. Right, because like if we look at everything from the perspective of the modern day like warfare, right, or like you see all these guys on like airsoft or like high speed like tier 1 guys, right, like they don't have a lot of stuff, right? Like if you can carry your plate carrier and they have like their essential loadout, like 100%. That's the other thing that I didn't like when I had my gear in the military, is that there was too much of everything. There was too much fabric, essentially. Like you'd see guys take paracord and literally tie their plate carrier together, like, and just cinch it down as best as possible. So that way they can get the most minimalistic feel without extra like cloth.
That's interesting. Yeah, I never thought that. Okay. All right, so that's our plate carriers, right? So let's bring out your helmet.
Yep.
He's not wearing it. Okay.
No, it's right here.
All right. So
his head's too big.
I forgot to bring my helmet, so tell me about what you have here.
Yeah, so this is a HiCom high cut right here. So this is level 3A. I've had this for about almost a year now, actually. It started out super slick, and I honestly got a lot of this gear off of secondhand Instagrams, essentially. I met a good guy that lives around here. He sells gear. Shout out Frog Locker.
Hey, he's great. He's great.
If he ever sees this, right? Shout out Frog Locker. stellar guy. I bought this off of him, got a good deal off of it. I have Comtech 5s that they just magically appeared. So
magically appeared.
Yeah, so the fairy godmother is there. Yeah, we don't ask questions. And then so these aren't OpsCore amps. These are literally just from Bifrost. Bifrost is another airsoft company. They make very realistic replicas. Yeah, exactly. And I haven't had any issues with it. I wore this in a training that I did in West Virginia and worked out flawlessly. Yeah. And then I have a Mantis strobe right here. So it has a red strobe and an IR strobe as well. Yeah. I absolutely love it. Whenever I was using nods, I would literally just put that on, and then people can literally see me if you're doing like team-on-team assets, stuff like that.
Yeah, if you're doing team activities, you have to have some sort of lighting.
Yeah, some sort of like communication, like signaling device, right? So let's see, what else? This helmet cover is from a company called I think One Tiger or One Tigers or something like that. Okay. I honestly just bought it off of Amazon. Okay. It's just a replacement as of right now. It kind of got old, kind of got sick of the old slick look. It's honestly just a placeholder because I'm going to go to Shaw Concepts and buy their helmet cover.
They just came out.
Boom.
Marine Corps color.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Marpat. It's freaking sick. Yeah. That's the other thing about Shaw Concepts I love so much, right? Is that he was a recon Marine. So who better to invest in gear for the Marines than a Marine himself that recently got out?
And that was his thing, right? He goes out and he can't find any Marine Corps color or camo, right? I think that's why he's pushing a lot of Marine Corps stuff.
But, absolutely.
And you have multicam on here. Is that your preference, or just you had just
so I used to not really be about multicam, honestly. And that's no fault to multicam. It's just all I knew was Coyote Brown, was FDE. Yeah. That's all they issued us in the military. So I was just like, FDE forever. And then once I got out of the military and went into the civilian sector, I was like, all right, multicam's pretty sick, all right? But nothing beats the god tier camouflage, which is M81 Woodland. Yeah. Nothing beats that.
Proven. Yeah. And you have the patch here.
Yep. Classic patch. You guys already know it, right? And then I also have another one. If any of you guys are trilingual or bilingual.
Oh no! I have to blur this out.
Yeah. There you go. They don't know what it means. It's all right. Good luck, YouTube.
Oh, YouTube AI will know.
Yeah, YouTube AI definitely will know. Shout out to Restricted Visuals. That guy's pretty cool too. I got to work with him a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he sells his merch.
Gotcha.
Pretty nice.
And you have Wilcox mount here.
Yes.
Right, so you can, if you decide to put a night vision on, you can put night vision on.
Yep, I've got my eyes set on MH1s, or like a katana mold. So, soon, right? It's an investment. I'm saving up for it. Okay. I have everything. I have IR capabilities. I've got suppressors, all that stuff.
Right. All you need is just night vision.
All I need is just night vision. That's the last thing I need. 100%. So soon, coming to a theater near you. Sanchez will have night vision.
All right. So, jokes aside.
Yep.
All right. So your helmet is first of all ballistic. Mine, which I didn't bring today, is not ballistic.
Yep.
In my mind, as a civilian, how many times am I going to encounter situations that I will require ballistic? Because ballistic helmet, this doesn't stop rifle rounds.
No, it can definitely ricochet, right. 100%.
Right. Or you're getting bombed, right? And then then your shrapnels and stuff, they will probably stop. But if you get directly shot with 5.56, it's gonna go through.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get a big fat dent in it for sure. And congratulations, now your medulla oblongata is gone. So
yeah, with that in mind, so I had choice of either ballistic or non-ballistic. Ballistic means super expensive. Yeah. What, it's $1,300
on average MSRP. Yeah, it's $1,200.
Yeah, and it can quickly go up to $3,000.
Exactly. Especially with what's going on in the world, it could be high in demand, so they're definitely gonna jack up that price.
Yeah. So what I got is OpsCore Bump, which is non-ballistic, but still lets you carry all the night vision, put all the cool stuff that people think is cool on there, right? So this helmet right here is high cut.
Correct.
Right. It doesn't come down to your ear.
Nope.
Right. Because it used to be. I don't know when you were in service, right? People have this kind of earmuff.
Yeah.
And helmet kind of goes over it.
Yep.
Right?
So the ECHs.
Yeah.
Yep. The ECHs and the ACHs. I started off with an ACH, which we called it the brain bucket. Like if you ever see like any like Fallujah videos and stuff like that, like those helmets, like that's what I started off with. But then once we started going to ECH, it was like your enhanced combat helmet, right? It was more lightweight, and the ears kind of flared out a little bit because before we started doing like in-ear like bone conductors for like comms sake, like Invisios, I had like Peltors like on the bottom of my helmet, and it would literally just smush.
And it's not easy to take it off. Like, you know, when you have it for so long, your ear starts get
100%, absolutely.
Yeah, so to be able to like get it off of your head, like leave that pressure off, that's really nice. Right?
Yeah, the Marine Corps now, you know, they have been for a while going over to Ops Corps. I love it. The first time I encountered Ops Corps in the military was when I left the infantry. All the kids that I used to like train and like, you know, I took under my wing. They called me when I got to my new unit, and they're like, "Look, Dad, look!" And I was like, "What?" They're like, "We got dual night vision and high cuts," and I was like, "Okay." I was like, 3 months after I leave, cool. Thanks, man, for rubbing it in my face. I'll make sure to come down there and steal your stuff, right? But it was very heartwarming to see like these young kids that, you know, some may not have like father figures or brother figures, and like they start getting like the latest and greatest tools to make them more lethal, more agile.
Right.
And it was pretty good to see. It was so surreal to see that the Marine Corps is actually going into like a direction of like advanced warfare, essentially.
Yeah. I mean, that's what Marine Corps is all about, right?
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys are elite, advanced fighting force.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep. And no, there's no biasness. 100% there is biasness. Absolutely. Marines are the best branch ever. So shout out. Shout out to the Marines.
So choices between high cut, non-high cut. You prefer high cut.
Absolutely 100%.
Yeah.
100% because it's 100%, what's the word I'm looking for? Customizable, I guess. I know there's a better word for that. Sue me. Okay? I didn't go to college, all right? Whatever, man. My vocabulary is pretty limited. But like if you look at it, right? Modular. There it is. Modular. It's very modular. Like you can see, right? Like if you have, you know, Peltors, you can get like those I forgot what the adapters is called, but like it's a rail mount adapter, it's like a circle, and you can like literally plant them in.
Yep.
Or you can go with amps, right? With the arms themselves. And these are fully like adjustable as well. You can literally just pop them out and they can just do a full 360. Right. And they just collapse in on your head like so.
Yeah.
I would 100% go with a high cut because it also looks cool. I'm not gonna lie, we can't deny the facts. It looks cool.
I mean, being cool, looking cool, definitely adds like a sabe-moe accuracy to your shooting.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, remember, don't forget plus P damage, right? You get plus XP when you look cool. Okay.
Yeah, 100%. Since we're talking about earpiece, why don't we talk about this? So what I have here is Comtac 5, and what you have over there is
Comtac 5.
Comtac 5 magically appear out of nowhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
On my helmet, I have OpsCore amp, which is like super Gucci, you know, super expensive. But also, I heard a lot of guys are saying that it breaks really easy. Like
what, the amps?
Amps, yeah.
Oh, no
cables get broken, or like when it gets exposed to like water, humidity, it breaks. But Comtac, I've never heard that before. Pretty solid. It's still not cheap.
No,
probably
absolutely
like
$500-600.
$600.
Yeah, even for like the older generations too, like Comtac 3s and 4s, like 100%, definitely like still pushing in at like $400 for sure. Even for like a used set.
Right. And it definitely is comfortable. I mean, sound quality is pretty good.
Oh, absolutely. Especially when you add in those gel cups on the inside as well.
Right.
The best.
So what I have is exactly that, the gel. Gel pads, that's what you have to.
Yep, got the gel pads as well.
Yeah, it's good. So your Comtac has communication mic.
Yep, it's got a single down lead right here.
And I do not. So there are two types, right? I mean, this being more expensive, as a civilian, I'm not going to be, I don't have a team that I'm communicating with. So there are options. For earpiece, right? I mean, you don't have to have $500 earpiece.
No.
You can buy, what's that? What starts from W?
Oh, Walkers.
Yeah,
Walker.
Right? That's a quality earmuff.
Oh,
I use it for many years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that runs about, what, $40?
Yeah, like the
cheap.
headphones themselves, or if you want to get like the earbuds that are literally just the downsides of the Razor's muffs themselves. Like when I'm on the range, right? Like if you guys remember from the last video, those little earbuds I had, those are walkers. Those are restrictors.
Yeah.
Those are fun. I got those for like $90, so they're not bad.
The bottom line, when you're shooting, you need some sort of ear protection.
Yeah, you're gonna need some pretty good ear protection. 100%. If you're doing multi-team communication, right? Because like the guys that I used to work with, like not all of them had the same ear protection. But as long as you use your voice and you project yourself, right, and you communicate appropriately, then all is fine.
Yeah.
All right. Just make sure you're on your P's and Q's and you're actively looking around your area and listening to your team.
Right. Yeah, 100%. Okay, so now let's move to our belt.
Yep.
I think we use this most frequently.
Oh, 100%.
Almost on a daily basis for you, especially.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, what do you have here?
I have a Ronin belt right here. Once I decided to do another contract with the Marines, I kind of went on a splurge about like what gear I want to get. And the biggest thing I wanted to do was get like a gun belt because I didn't know what my next unit was going to entail, honestly. You could have thought of every possible scenario and I couldn't choose one. So I was like, I think it's super cool. I want to be high speed. So I like bought a gun belt and I was like doing research, and then I came across Ronin and I was like, oh, this guy was like a Green Beret and all this stuff, like super cool, high speed. I'm gonna buy his belt. And that was the best decision I ever made in my life, because I had this belt for literally like 5+ years and it survived like over like 5 different countries and it's completely fine. Like I love it. For my holster adapter, I have True North Concepts. So I have True North Concepts, MHA, and then I have a Safariland holster right here. With that, I also added in a nub adapter right there.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. So if you notice, right, with...
You're cheating.
No. If you notice with Sato's nub, like his retention nub right there, his is significantly smaller. Mine's bigger. So
that's why he's fast.
Yeah, it does. It's you get sub-second draw times from that, right? And then all my pouches are all S-Tac, all S-Tac Kiwis.
Yeah, they're good.
If you guys notice right now, you'll notice that my magazine pouch is right behind my pistol holster.
I noticed that.
Yeah, so I'm ambidextrous.
Yep.
So I'm actually left-eye dominant and I'm right-handed.
And people ask a lot of questions about that too.
Yeah, so because I'm left-eye dominant, right, it also makes transitioning super like advantageous for me, right? Because it also opens up my belt. So if you notice by like someone that's completely right-handed, like right side dominant, you'll notice that like a lot of their gear is like pushed to the back, and now I can easily spread load my gear right here.
Yeah, so this is what he's talking about.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Right? So from there, if I'm like shooting my rifle, right, I'm left-handed, and if my rifle goes down, I can literally take my support hand off and go for my pistol, and then from there, I'm literally just taking one gun and transferring it over.
Yeah.
And then I have a Velocity Systems micro pouch right here. This is just, I love this dump pouch. I got this in the military as well. It showed up on my front doorstep.
Santa.
So yeah, Santa. I was a very good boy that year. So Santa gifted me a lot of presents. I got a Blue Force Gear micro IFAC right here. Absolutely phenomenal. I love it. It's done me great wonders overseas. And then I have an S-Tac elastic tourniquet pouch right here, and then S-Tac Kiwis for my pistol pouch.
Okay, so this is basically built around your ability, your body formation, how you shoot, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this is mine. This is mine. Mine is Ozlite. I've been using this for about a couple months now. Very similar stuff, right? So I have Safariland True North Concept, and this is Spiritus. It's like an admin pouch. Like I can put like magazine here, oil, and multi-tool and all that stuff.
Nice.
And IFAC Blue Force tourniquet right underneath it. This is Kiwi holster, and then this is Fiberline Company, which drops like this, and it becomes a down pouch.
That's very nice.
It's very nice. I like it. Yeah, because I put all kinds of stuff in here, crap in here. Yeah, and I have D-ring for no reason, because I'm never gonna use it. You don't have D-ring.
I don't have a D-ring. No.
Did you have D-ring when you were in Marine Corps?
No. Gun belt that the Marine Corps used, it was called the War Belt, and that was like the epitome of too much. Like if you see like a lot of Marines like in documentaries, like especially now, like if you see them out and about, they're gonna have like different gun belts. They're gonna have like very slimline profile. Like a lot of them are going towards like Shaw Concepts. They're going to Ronin. They're going to Agilite. right? Like, because it's just better. The Marine Corps just the best bidder won, and that's essentially what happened. Is that it's all monopoly. So from there they bought that, and that was like the first gear like I ever ended up hitting in my life. I was like, this thing's stupid. I'm never wearing this. But I wish I had a D-ring, because whenever we were training, right, you would like do like egress training, right, or like buddy evacuations. And instead of having like your buddy like grab onto your pistol belt, and now you have to like bear crawl with him, right? Gotcha. I can literally just take like a nylon like rope, tie it around them, and then tie it around the D-ring, and I can literally just stand up and drag them if I have to. Instead of worrying that my pants are gonna fall down because he's grabbing onto my belt itself. So I wish I had a D-ring, but I mean, there's no purpose in me having one right now, honestly. And I'm really happy with my Ronin belt. It's nice. It served me great purpose. I also use it for competition shooting as well. I don't buy like these $300 like competition belts like Scorpion or whatever, right? No hate to them. It's just I make do with what I have right now. So,
and I think your concept of shooting, especially competition, it needs to translate to what we do on a daily basis, and this is what we wear on a daily basis. So if we have like specialized belt for competition, that's great. I mean, I've nothing against competitors, but then you're using different setup for your speed and accuracy. But I much more prefer using the same setup that I use on a daily basis and still be fast. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
And learn to be able to use my system. Right. A couple of other things I noticed. I have under True North concept. I have this leg belt.
Yeah.
You don't.
No, I don't. I tried it once, and it just wasn't for me. Right? Once again, gear's very personal preference. Like, I had an old instructor of mine. He was like, you need the leg strap. And I was like, why do I need the leg strap? And he was like, because if you like pull your gun out and like now your holster comes out with it, like now your holster is like canted. And I was like, so what you're telling me is that if you don't have a good grip on your gun and you don't actually defeat like your retention device, like you're gonna do that? And he was like, exactly. And I go, so then why don't I just train myself to draw my gun the appropriate way? Kind of seems redundant to me. Plus, I can be a little frugal, all right? If I don't need the gear, I'm not going to buy the gear. I'm not going to buy it. It just doesn't work for me, so that's okay. No hate to people that wear leg straps. No hate.
I like it because, lets me be lazy and just pull out in any angles that I want. One more thing. This buckle, Cobra buckle, I noticed when I went to SHOT Show, I looked at a SHOT concept. Their buckle is super small, right? It's a still Cobra, but they don't use like this massive Cobra.
Yeah, it's like the one on your like plate carrier. It's like
super nice. I like that. I mean, it cuts down the weight.
I like this big Cobra buckle. Honestly, you see like all the wear and tear of it.
Oh,
like,
it looks cool.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
I don't mind it.
It shows I practice.
It shows I practice
use
my
this gear.
Remember, gear's not to look pretty, okay? It's to make you lethal, make you better.
Right. Okay, so we kind of went through our setup, right? So you know what? I kind of brought this one for fun. This is something that I'm building right now just for fun, and also I wanted to show people, like, I have different brands of plate carriers. What I was going to do was I was going to shine IR light to see how it looks under the night vision. So for this one is Ferro Concept, JPC, super simple. You can't get cheaper than this, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm constantly working with my gear as well. MTAC's super great because there's an incident with my plate carrier where it didn't hold up the way that I wanted it to. And I literally just sent them pictures, emailed them, and they were super understanding, and they literally sent me over another one.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah, so it was pretty cool. Like, they're still, getting their feet wet. They're still learning because coming from like an airsoft, they are now going into real world scenarios. So now they're like, hey, every feedback's going to be great.
It's similar to Azlight because they are making stuff in Israel, and they're sending their gears to wherever they are and testing it, getting feedback right back, right? It's similar to Ukraine.
100%. Yeah, don't forget, like, with your gear, right? Be unique. Don't get so sucked into the influential mindset where people are just like, they suck because of X, Y, and Z. It's like, okay, it's like, you're gonna spend a lot of money finding the right gear. It's an investment. Like, I'd be a liar to say that I didn't go through like 10s and 20s different holsters before I found the right one. Same with like pouches too, right? It's 100% an investment, and it's a trial and error thing. And in order for you to succeed, you got to fail first, and that's okay, right? As long as you learn from it and you take everyone's perspective with a grain of salt, then that can make you your own entity, right? Your own unique perspective on it. right? Like I see a bunch of gear out there that I definitely want to invest in, absolutely 1%. Like I had a Slickster, and then a good friend of mine, he didn't have a plate carrier, and I was like, you're not gonna do like any load bearings type stuff, but like you want to be protected. Here, I'll just give you my Slickster.
Right.
So
it's better than nothing.
Yeah, absolutely 1% better than nothing. And then what's great about the Slickster is that it has built-in mag pouches right here.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Or pouches. They're not just mag pouches. I've seen people carry like smokes in there. I've seen people carry like radios, stuff like that. Both cigarettes and like smoke grenades. Right. So it's completely versatile, 100%, absolutely without a doubt.
Oh, I forgot to ask you. So your plate carrier, can you bring that up?
Yeah, absolutely.
When you shoot pistol, which hand do you shoot?
Shoot my right hand.
Right hand. When you shoot your rifle, you shoot with
left hand.
Left hand. Right?
Yeah.
So notice that you keep things pretty clean on your right side.
Yep.
And you don't have anything on your left either.
Nope, pretty slick. It's all in the front and the back.
Yeah.
You know, what I used to have in the military was a Shaw Concepts radio wing. So I used to put that on the inside because whenever we did operate overseas, like we had our standard operating procedures where we had to have side plates. And there's like enough of a gap in between my side plate and the front of my chest right here, like at like adjacent.
Yeah.
That I would literally just stick a radio in there. The biggest thing that I had a lot of people like complain about back in the military is that when they had the side plate, they were like, "Oh, it's too much, blah blah blah, this and that," and they were like, "I have to like bring my gun up here and then drop it down and then go into like that 4-point like that 4-stage draw." And honestly, I just built my grip like down here. Like the second I released for tension, I literally just shot my gun up to my eyes, and then I was just completely fine. But people tend to complain because it's easier to complain than to actually find like a solution to your problem.
Yeah, and you have a sick patch right
Yeah, sick patch. If you haven't noticed, there's a trend here. Love these guys. And that's the other thing, right? It's like it's a cool community, right? Because once you find guys that like, you know, are invested into like that group right there, and they mold themselves to be like them, right? Like be humble, right? Be tactically sound. And just to be personable, honestly, like it's a good community, right? Like I have a lot of good friends that, you know, rock the FOG group, right? And they're just great guys, honestly. And one day I aspired to be like them. So, you know, follow in the footsteps of your idols, right? Idolize them for a reason, and you know that can mold who you are. Like I train to a standard, and my standard is to be the best that I can be, and to train harder than someone that's potentially training against me. Like the group that we shoot with, right? Like the other night, a good friend of ours, Julius, like me and him were going back and forth on like who's gonna shoot the fastest and the cleanest. I'd be pretty mad if I lost to him, given that I'm the instructor. But that's also the other thing is that like these guys literally shoot on their own, like without me, and like they're absolutely phenomenal, right? So like it's my job to really keep up with my gear and keep up with my capabilities and limitations, and be on top of it, because it's also a good healthy competition, and it makes you better, it makes everyone better, especially in the event that you're going to do like a multi-team event, right?
Yeah, it'll be cool, you know, if we can start wearing our gears more often, right, and do stuff, right?
Yeah, which we'll do soon when the weather gets nice. When the weather gets nice and we head out to that range outdoors, we'll definitely get that done for sure. Definitely want to do like more multi-team engagements, right? Get our heart rates up, right, and really shoot under stress. Really try to mimic stress as best as possible.
All right, so thanks, Brendan. So you know we went through a lot of gears, and you know belt. We went through belt, earpiece, helmet, plate carrier, of course, right? So the bottom line is just get something.
Yeah,
don't have to get like super expensive one.
No.
And to wear it and use it.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to break the bank immediately, but like if your heart's set, right, and you find someone that has a good foundation, right, like then 100% go for it, right? Like I don't get paid to mention Shaw Concepts, right, or Faro Concepts or anybody like that, but Shaw Concepts is actually a phenomenal place, right? And Volk Tactical, right?
Volk Tactical photos in Japan.
Shout out to Volk Tactical. I absolutely love your plate carrier. It's really nice. I really like it. Okay, so hint, hint, wink, wink, nod, nod.
Yeah, exactly. We need to get him one. So lastly, I was gonna ask you this question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plates. So we both have level 4 plate, which stops 308.
Yeah, it stops certain 308s, right?
Black tip, whatever.
Black tip, stuff like that, right? It's like reinforced, like ceramic, essentially.
And there are different kinds of like level 4. Like it can be like AR 500, all steel plate, which is heavy, or the one that you just mentioned. It's about what, 7 pounds per plate?
Yeah, just about around average. Yeah,
it's heavy, right?
100%.
And also there are plates that stops 556, but doesn't stop like 308.
No,
level 3.
Yeah, like level 3.
Something, right?
Sometimes level 3A, right? Hey, I'm not a ballistics nerd, okay? So don't come after me, all right? I learned how to shoot, and I teach you how to shoot. Teach people to get shot.
Right?
Yeah, I don't plan on getting shot, so good luck.
Right. Let's say there someone wants to getting into all these gears and looking for advice. What level of plate would you recommend?
Honestly, I'd say find a sweet spot. Go for level 3A or level 3A plus, right? Like find that nice sweet spot.
It stops 556.
Yeah, absolutely. Like a common round that you're gonna see, right? Because the thing is, right, is level 4 is heavy, but it's gonna offer you the most protection. And like I mentioned in my last video, and not only is operating physical, right, but it's also mental. Okay, like you're gonna be absolutely tired. Okay, so train to that standard, right? Train to that standard so that way you can build a better baseline. And then that is the standard right there. You're going to go through life with failures, but you'll never achieve excellence without repetition, right? So excellence through repetition, from there you create a baseline, create a standard, and then from there you can now become more moldable and more advantageous in comparison to other people, honestly.
And you're the proof, right? Because you're lefty in a way. You shoot right forward with your left.
Yep.
You shoot pistol with right. You're still great at it. You practice a lot, and now you're teaching civilians,
which is absolutely like 1% fortunate. Like, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Rewarding, honestly. Because it's not, you don't have to be like some military guy, like, you know, gun guru to be about guns, right? Like, if it's something that you're very passionate about and it's all about, you know, your safety and what makes you better to protect not only yourself, but your family and your loved ones, right? 100% absolutely love it, right? And it's also fun, right? Because you see all these things like in movies where people are just like, I want to shoot fast and shoot in the dark and do X, Y, and Z. And it's like, that's an option. 1%. Find someone good that actually does it, right? Invest in that person. Invest in your own gear. Invest in your capabilities and limitation and exploit it, right? Yeah. I think that we do a pretty good job of that on our nights. Yeah, we do. Absolutely, 1%.
Yeah. And you know, this is America, right? Let us do things, and you know, shout out the Second Amendment, right?
Yeah, shout out Second Amendment. Yeah, that's 100%. Right. Hey, we own guns.
Yep, America is still the greatest country.
Hell yeah, it is. Heck yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, Brandon, thank you so much.
Yeah, brother. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
Peace out.